I'm really looking forward to sharing what I just finished recording with you. I'm also trying to solve really big problems. Really excited about everything that's going on. Have a real-time feedback system.
An important question, because the more that we integrate technology into the world, the more we integrate technology into our very lives. Your data is actually you. If you don't own your data, then maybe you don't own you.
I was sitting over there cackling as Miko was talking about flattening the middle of the curve, because that's exactly what AI is doing. It's amazing. AI has taken the bell curve and turned it into a J curve. Literally, because there is no middle anymore. All of the people at the bottom end and in the middle end who are using AI have exactly the same capabilities and are creating the exact same outputs. It's opening us up to interact with each other in ways that we never even thought possible, completely by accident.
If capability compresses, leadership becomes the differentiator, because leadership is what turns shared purpose into coordinated action under pressure without everything still depending on one person.
Whereas right now, today, the data that goes through here is owned by Facebook, it's owned by Google, it's owned by Apple. You don't own your data. You don't get paid when Apple gets paid for your data. You don't get to decide how your data gets used. There is real reason to fear, but people have been working on Web3 for a while and it's coming out.
Leadership lives here, the boundary between what people are accountable for and what they can actually control. When responsibility and control detach, trust collapses and performance replaces truth.
The idea of Web3 is that you personally own who you are, because let's all be honest, right now, today, this is what owns who you are.
That's the hinge. Leadership is noticing what owns the room,
then rebuilding the conditions so people can own their work again.
I also would like to invite you all to think of AI differently than you used to think of it. Think of it not like a monster supercomputer, a monster superintelligence, but there's a reason for that. Think of AI as automated intelligence. And that's what AI really is, automated intelligence.
When the room can name what's real, people stop performing fear. They return to choice.
Whether we like it or not, every single one of us is not just defined by who we think we are, but we're also defined by who our best friends, our family, and our community think we are. The decisions that we're going to make next are not just influenced, but are defined by what's acceptable inside the community that we choose to be a part of. We all know that the individual to the extent and exclusion of community doesn't work.
This is leadership at the layer that actually governs execution. What becomes sayable? What becomes risky? What becomes hidden? If the truth can't be spoken, priorities can't be real. If priorities can't be real, ownership becomes theater.
What if we think of AI as not artificial intelligence, but automagic intelligence?
Leadership decides what gets amplified and what remains human. Then it builds the operating conditions so the system doesn't fragment under pressure.
You've lost 4 hours a day answering emails. What else have you lost?
Relationships.
You've lost relationships. You're gonna love what it comes up with. Then you say, I wanna know my client better. How should I start? It is gonna tell you to stop answering emails and go sit down in a coffee shop with your client.
This is the practical test, not whether the system is productive, but whether it returns life to people time.
Notice how the customization options give you control over the music. This balance between automation and personalization is what makes SoundDraw so powerful.
Leadership lives in that balance. What you automate, what you protect, and what you refuse to outsource.
And as Steve Jobs said, design is not just what it looks like. Design is not just what it feels like. Design is how it works.